Hey friend, John McLennan here, and in this video I want to do something a little bit different and dive into a lesson that John Mayer posted about his song Slow Dancing in a Burning Room. Now, if you haven't seen my lesson on this song, you can check it out. It's on my channel and I'll link it up down below. But this is an amazing song that has some incredible guitar work in it. And there's of course some live versions aside from the record where John Mayer just takes solos and just goes to the moon with it. But you've got to love this modern era of guitar playing and guitar education where an artist like John Mayer can post something and share with all of us, kind of peel back the curtain a little bit as far as what he's actually thinking about when he's playing this tune. So this video is more about the theory behind the chord progression and how he came up with these parts. So I'm going to show you the video and then we're going to break it down. But before we dive into that, you're going to want to make sure you grab my fretboard guide first. And this is going to tie right in with today's lesson because John Mayer is talking about pentatonic scales. And this fretboard guide is going to show you how I connect the chords and scales together, which is, you can see in this video, this is what John Mayer does too. And it's stuff that I've learned from a lot of great guitar players that have been in my life and I've been able to be around. So grab this guide first. Just go to johnmclennan.com/fretboard guide, or I made it easy for you. You can click the first link down below. All right, well, hope you enjoy that. Let me show you this clip.
Okay, here's the theory behind slow dancing in a burning room, so you can learn more than just how to play the song. That's C sharp minor pentatonic. Hear the notes in there? It's right there in the pentatonic.
All right, so John says this is C sharp minor pentatonic, which is based out of here, the 9th position. Here he's referencing this scale. 9, 12, 9, 11, 9, 11. That's just one octave there, then you can keep going. And he's thinking about grabbing just two notes, this note here, and then this note here, over the C sharp minor. So you have this chord happening, and then he goes, plays this really cool riff. Now, not only is that two notes of the C sharp minor pentatonic scale, it's also the 5th of the chord that's happening and then the minor 3rd. So it's just two notes of the chord. So you have this full big chord and then you can grab just these two notes that gets a nice spread. We have a string between our fingers, and this is something that Jimi Hendrix would do all the time. Like if you check out my lesson on Foxy Lady on the channel, you'll see this shape. So wherever you have this chord, you can have this shape. So there it is on C sharp minor. What if we wanted to say, apply it to something like A minor? Then we've got the same notes right off of the chord. So you can think chord, you can think scale, and then you could think soloing and melody, all of that combined.
So the next part, that's still just double stops in C sharp minor pentatonic, except I'm adding a little, otherwise it would be.
Okay, so here he says that's still just double stops in the minor pentatonic, but he had a little sneaky move he did there. So let me break it down. So here he's going, and he's playing two notes at a time, which is what a double stop is. You could think of this first part as a double stop, and then this is another series of double stops. They're just closer together. So here, this is the interval of a 6th. Here, these are 3rds, and then 4ths. So they're a little closer together than the first kind of widespread riff. So he says they're just minor pentatonic, but then he goes, except for this, he goes, and he accents that note. So what note is that? That's the note D sharp, which in the key of C sharp is what we call the 9th, or the minor 9. And to me, this is a thing that I hear Clapton do all the time. He'll be in the key of C sharp minor or any minor key, and he's got, and he takes basically the minor pentatonic, but he adds this note. Just this one note, a half step down from the minor 3rd. You hear him solo like this in Layla. That kind of sound. And John Mayer is bringing that note in, but with double stops. So, which is a really cool sound to add to your pentatonic.
Well, the next chord is A. That's my inversion of an A sometimes. Then we're in an E. So A and E are next door. That's an E.
So A and E are next door here, and then he says my inversion of an A chord. And what it is he's grabbing his thumb, and sometimes in that video he plays the open A string instead of the 5th fret. You could play it either way. And what it is you're grabbing the 4th fret of the 3rd string, the 5th fret of the 2nd string, then he does a little hammer on into the 6th fret on the 3rd string, leaving that 5th fret on top. And then he goes so smoothly to E. So check this out. If you're on this shape here, all you do after that hammer on is bring this ring finger up 1 string, and that E is right there next door. So A to E, just like that. And you might also think about this E chord, if you're familiar with your caged system, it's that shape right there. It's like a C shape for an E chord. So all of this is going over C sharp minor to A, then E.
I'm just playing, stretching out the chords. C sharp minor, A, E. Hope that helps.
So hopefully this brings more insight into how John is thinking about these scales and chords and really just combining it all together. He's thinking about the chord progression and then he's playing off of it. And this video is a great representation of how, he's thinking about it. So to help you put this together even more, again, you're going to use the same system here that John's using. Grab my fretboard guide. All you got to do is go to johnmclennan.com/fretboard guide or click the first link down below. Make sure you've got your pentatonic scales, your major scales, and the chords, how it all combines together. This is going to show you that on one page. All right, well, hope you enjoy that. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Have an amazing day, and we'll see you in another video real soon.